Detailed Taekwondo Poomsae 7 Movements Guide Part 1. Turn to the left, assume Beom Seogi stance, and perform Batangson Momtong An Makki with the right hand. Perform an Ap Chagi with the right leg. Return to Beom Seogi stance and execute Momtong An Makki with the left hand. Turn to the back from the right side. Assume Beom Seogi stance and perform Batangson Momtong An Makki with the left hand. Perform an Ap Chagi with the left leg. Return to Beom Seogi stance and execute Momtong An Makki with the right hand. Turn to the left, assume Dwi Kubi Seogi stance and perform Sonal Ara Makki. And repeat again. Turn to the left, assume Beom Seogi stance and perform Batangson Momtong An Makki with the right hand, followed by a Dong Jumok Taegeuk Chil Jang strike. Turn to the back from the right side, assume Beom Seogi stance and perform Batangson Momtong An Makki with the left hand, followed by a Dong Jumok Taegeuk Chil Jang strike. Turn to the left, assume Moa Seogi stance and perform Bo Jumeok hand movement. Step forward with the left foot into Ap Gubi stance and perform Kawi Maki defense. Step forward into Ap Gubi stance and perform Kawi Maki defense. Part 3. 270-degree turn on the front foot, transitioning into an Ap Gubi stance with a Momtong Hechyo Maki block. Execute a Ap Chagi, knee strike, transition into Dwikoa Seogi stance, and perform a Jeo Chojireogi, downward punch. Return to Ap Gubi stance and execute an Arai Otgoreo Maki, low crossed block. Turn backward to the right, assume an Ap Gubi stance, and perform a Momtong Hechyo Maki, middle separating block. Perform a Morope Chagi, knee strike, transition into a Dwikoa Seogi, cross stance, and execute a Jechyo Jireogi, uppercut punch. Return to Ap Gubi, front stance, and perform an Arai Otgoreo Maki, low crossed block. Turn to the left into Ap Seogi, walking stance, and perform a Dong Jumeok Bakat Chigi, back fist outward strike. Perform a Taegeuk Chagi with the right foot. Transition into Jukum Seogi, horse riding stance, and execute a Palga Taegeuk Chigi, target elbow strike. Turn to the right, assume Ap Seogi, front stance, and execute a Dong Jumok Bakat Chigi, back fist outer strike. Perform a Taegeuk Chagi, target kick, with the left leg. Transition into Jukum Seogi, horse riding stance, and execute a Palka Taegeuk Chigi, target elbow strike. From the same stance, Jukum Seogi. Perform a Hansanal Yup Maki, knife hand side block. In Jukum Seogi, middle stance, execute a Momtong Yup Jireogi, middle side punch, with a Kihap. Techniques for teaching Poomsae 7. Beom Seogi, tiger sit. 90% of the body weight is on the back leg and 10% on the front leg, and both knees are bent. And defend with Batangson Momtong An Makki, palm hand defense. Ap Chagi strike and return to Beom Seogi and defend with Momtong An Makki. Ap Chagi strike and return to Beom Seogi and defend with Momtong An Makki. Defense with palm hand and back fist strike to the face. Batangson Momtong An Makki, Dong Jumok Taegeuk Chigi. Opening defense, Momtong Hechyo Maki. Knee strike, Ap Chagi. Knee strike, Ap Chagi. Sitting in a cross position and striking with two fists, in an uppercut position. Return to long stance, Ap Gubi Seogi, and defend in a downward punch posture. Arai Otgoreo Maki.